The regular season now, Greg. You like what you've seen so far?
Absolutely. You can tell that everyone came to play this year. The game just keeps getting more advanced, and the skill level continues to rise.
Oh, look at the Hoyas starting group. They've got Lewis. Magician is out there with Williams. Then it's Magician. And it's Mack in at the point guard position. Pass to Evans. Lewis covering. Here's Simpkins. Now here's Evans. Shot clock at 5. Nailed from three-point land.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Love the pass to Magician. Now Williams. Now Mack. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. First quarter, just over a minute played. Off target at the rim. Pass to Simpkins. Evans outside. There's the pick. From downtown, buries the long-range jumper.
Well, the defense needs to be better there. They gave way too much space.
Love outside. And here is Mack. Outside, Lewis gets the three-pointer to fall.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
Evans, a screen on Love. Here's Simpkins. It's hauled in by the Hoyas.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure, and that one didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
This has been that rare night where they got pretty much anything they wanted offensively. Well, the defense is going to try to shut down certain things, but it's impossible to deny everything. That's a skilled play right there. Using all of that size to create leverage and rip down that board.
Here's Love. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Johnson in the corner. Pass to Simpkins. Good work there as it goes.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Love outside. Back to Mack. No good with the layup. Gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Pass to Johnson. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played. From deep, Evans scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And we're playing about as much defense as they did there, not nearly enough.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. it up. Now we have a chance to see the teams that have been the NBA's best three-point shooters this month.
And both of these teams are really lighting it up from long range, shooting with tremendous confidence. This is a great game to watch. You almost have to expect a shootout when they meet.
1:14 left in the first quarter. Williams passes to Love. Back to Williams. This one for three. Sinks the three-pointer.
If he gets that kind of space on the perimeter, you know it's going in.
He's guarded by Williams. To the middle. Here's Stewart. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. This is his first free throw of the game.
At the line for 2, Stewart.
And he makes the first. And the Hoyas with some changes. Magicians checked in for the Magician. Magician comes in for Williams. And Magician subbed in for the Magician. He's perfect from the line this time. The Hoyas have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Williams looking around. We've got 28 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Poked away. Now, here's Stewart. He's tightly guarded. To the inside.
Yeah, really strong offensive thrust there, but then how about the defense able to negate that attack? Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
This is his second trip to the free throw line. And that one misses. It could go. And that one released in time, but no good. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Leading by 6. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
They've been active, they've been disruptive, but now the question is, can they maintain this level of intensity?
Taking a look at the Hoyas, they've got the Magician. Magician is out there with Williams. Then it's Magician. And it's Magician in at the 3. Just 3 to shoot. Puts one up from 19. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Pass to Williams. Here's Magician. Here's Magician. Nothing on the board. And he misses his first shot of the game. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Right wing. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, for all the anticipation around NBA expansion, we might have to pump the brakes. I'm told a number of team owners are a bit hesitant to further carve up the revenue from this new national broadcasting deal, so the timeline may take longer than some fans had hoped.
They'll get there for sure. All right, Shams, we thank you very much for that report. Traps in the tray. Williams has got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Hoyas. And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. some changes. Lewis checked in for the Magician. Magician comes in for Magician. And Mack subbed in for Williams. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. He's covered by Mack. Here's Stewart. Lays it up off the glass. Stewart's got 6.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Well, you see this all too often. The effort has to be there first.
Love up top. 11 points last game. Pass to Mack. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Johnson sets the screen for Stewart. Takes the 3. Love grabs the board.
He seems a little out of rhythm right now.
Here's Magician. And that one is off. Gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Pass to Johnson. Over to the wing. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And Love's got the ball here for the Hoyas. Only giving up 2 points this quarter.
And they'll be doing their best to establish superiority over this club, something they failed to do a year ago.
He's covered by Mack. And the foul goes on the Magician. That is his first foul of the game. And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Magician's checked in for the Hoyas. Williams comes in for Magician. Now let's take a look at some of the numbers for him.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
1:16 left in the first half. Clock at 6. And they couldn't get a shot off in time. That's a 30-second shot clock violation.
From your home team, Evans, Shellstad.
The Hoyas have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Pass the Magician. Beyond the arc. The shot by Williams, no good.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. 6 points for him.
When you can shoot over the top of people and hit a high percentage from out there, you are in rare company.
Pass to Mack. Love outside. Here's Magician. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Hoyas shooting their first free throws of the game.
And one of the highlights on the season has been their ability to make free throws. How about 82% as a unit?
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Both shots good from the stripe. 20 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Now here's Evans. He's got 6. Three-pointer connects from three-point range. Evans has got 9.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Up 7. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
And it's time for your fan half-court shot. Please direct your attention to center court. Drumline. They're thinking about the shot. Nice try. Give it up for the participant.
Thank you for joining us. Getting right to the story. Things are going well.
Smooth operation. I wish every team played this intelligently.
Yeah, if you look at the shots they're getting, they obviously had a game plan coming in, Shaq.
And moving things along, let's take a look at some contenders for this year's dunk contest.
High flyers, every single one. But the truth is, creativity is the special sauce.
And voters can't really judge that without knowing what they're going to see. Competition-level dunks are kept secret. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. At 50% in a decent groove. Pass to Simpkins. Evans outside. Fires it up. Love grabs the board. And Love's got the ball here for the Hoyas. 7-point differential. That game to be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. And for the Hoyas. Magician is out there with Williams. Then it's Magician. Then it's Magician. And it's Lewis in at small forward. The Hoyas shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. No good on that one. Tim, these days, things are changing for modern NBA big men.
Well, there is no doubt when I played every team had 4 or 5 legitimate post players, and the ball went in to the low post regularly throughout the game. I think now the difference is you have to have versatility in your game. Teams are looking for bigs that can shoot it, handle it, and facilitate.
Valuable pieces for sure. He's covered by Mack. Out to the right wing, Simpkins. They get it back. Evans feeling it out a bit. Pocket 4 to the paint, and the dunk by Evans.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Taking a look at the Hoyas, Magician is out there with the Magician. Then it's Lewis. Then it's Williams. And it's Magician in at the 5. Here's Magician. Now let's bring up the 2K leaderboard. Here are the top rebounders over the last month. Look at the Magician. No doubt one of the most efficient rebounders in the game.
He must be spending a lot of time in the weight room because he's shown such strength under the basket.
First one falls for him. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Here's Simpkins. He's guarded by Love. Down low and stolen by Williams. 13 feet away. That one doesn't drop. Love's gone 1 of 4 from the field. Johnson for 3. Lewis grabs the board.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Back to Williams. Mack looking around. Fires the 3. Offensive rebound. Here's Magician. Sinks that one from the post. Magician's got 6.
Well, that's just a mistake on defense. No one got a body on him.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy.
The numbers for Magician. 3rd in rebounding, and of course, rim protection always at a premium. That's an important part of his game. Top 20 in block spurt.
And as you said, one of the league's top 3 rebounders. He has an instinct for how the shot's going to come off that rim. That's special. And the want to corral it. He's covered by Mack. Evans outside. There's a screen. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. He's covered by Mack. Driving in. Rebound by Williams.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
And so it looks like the Hoyas will retain possession here.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, that'll give them something to think about.
Stewart's checked in for Johnson. Magicians checked in for the Hoyas. Now here's Williams. Lewis with it. Back to Williams. Pass to Lewis. And here is Williams. Hoyas moving the ball around. 4 on the shot clock. The baseline jam. Magician passes the Magician. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. The Hoyas shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
2 shots.
And the first one drops. You know, the pregame routine is something I know you embraced, and we see that with guys like Curry and Durant. We've heard a lot about what they do. What was the most important part of your pregame regimen, Tim?
Well, you know, Kevin, for me, I was really going to be judged based on catch and shoot percentages. Can I get off threes and can I make threes? So for me, it was all about high volume three-point shooting before the game, getting comfortable from every spot on the floor where I may get a shot.
And same routine every game?
Every game, same thing, and I made sure, of course, I finished on that make.
Wow. Pass the Magician. Williams against Evans. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Now look at the hottest teams in the league. These squads have knocked down everything in the last 10 games.
And over the last 10 games, they have done a great job at getting the shots they want and shooting a high percentage.
Magicians checked in for the Hoyas. Gone only 1 of 6 in the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half started. They set the screen. .114 left in the third quarter of the game. Kicks it out to Evans. It's stolen by Mack. Here's Williams. Lewis passes to Mack. Here's Magician. Pass to Magician. From past the arc. Mack, good. Mack's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
Now Stewart. 6 points for him. And here's Evans outside. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Can't cash in from close range.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Stewart misses. And here is Mack. Sinks the triple. Mack's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Hoyas. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. They lead by 1. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, coaches love unselfishness, and this is exactly what they're referring to.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And for the Hoyas, we've got Williams. Magician is out there with the Magician. Then it's Magician. And it's Magician in at center, locking down the middle. Now, here's Stewart. 7 the clock. For 3. Good on the three-point shot.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Here's Williams. Pass to Magician. Here's Magician. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
And that is great leadership. He certainly has that clutch gene that every team needs.
Magician's checked in for the Magician. On the free throw, no good.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Pass to Phillips. Johnson surveying the floor. Now, here's Stewart. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Outside Williams. Pass to Magician. And here's Love. Inside. Here's Magician. There's a good screen. Goes up from the top of the key, and he swishes it right through. And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. And the Hornets with some changes. Williams, he's checked in for the Magician. Lewis comes in for Magician. And Max subbed in for Williams. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
During that break, Coach Chauncey Billups had some advice for the team. Well, Coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
Thank you once again, Allie. Down he goes for three.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Yeah, with each bucket, he denies any thought of a comeback.
Love outside. Now Williams. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Now here's Matt. Not a lot of room. And it misses. Gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Williams against Evans.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Second team foul. Shooting for the Warriors. Matt at the line for two.
First free throw is good, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Yeah, a lot of pressure in this situation. Not easy to convert those free throws.
There's a minute 47 left in the game. Here's Johnson. Evans outside. They set the pick. Can't get it. So Mack will bring it up for the Hoyas. They trail by 3. Love. The 3 goes down.
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives with a big shot. And when he's rolling like this, watch out.
Evans against Williams. Cleans it in off the window.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
He is in attack mode every time up the floor, every single night.
Gotten 4 of the 6 shots to fall so far here in the 4th. A pretty nice efficiency there. Lewis covering. Lewis covering. It misses, and J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. What do you think we're going to see here?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
Well, there's no room for error here. They need to draw up something that they can execute quickly. The Hoyas now, a 2-point game. Now here's Matt. Tight defense on him. When they foul intentionally, they're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for 2. Shelstad.
We got this. Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. so he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Making it a 2-possession game is critical right here. Nice work coming through and doing exactly that.
And the Hoyas call time here. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
They're trying to get back in this thing. They need a score.
You have to be smart here. If they're successful, the foul has got to happen quickly.
Love fires. Count it.
That is world class.
What a huge shot at this point in the game.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
Stepped up to the line, and he took care of his business and guaranteed the win.
So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Along with Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you once again for being with us here tonight on 2K Sports. Now it's time for our player of the game.